Hey, hi everybody. Hi. This is going to be a really quick and short video because we wanted to do a little section on beauty because I wanted to share more about kind of my favorite things, things that I really love. I've always loved being a Taurus, being a star child and a crystalline child. I've always loved textures, interior design, clothing, textiles, really feeling into the energy of different fabrics, colors. So it's always been a big part of my life and my creativity. I remember when I was little, we didn't have any computers and there were no, kind of any of these, technologically advanced toys. They were pretty much, my toy was constant coloring books and crayons. So, living that life of just opening up that crayon box and just getting the just soaking and swimming within that box of colors and that box of imaginings and what you can create was kind of my biggest, on a Saturday morning, kind of a cool thing to do is color and create. And so it was quite a simple life that I had. And so it was always creativity and art was a huge part of my life. I remember sometimes that I would come home and my parents would always have the furniture in certain ways. And then when they would go out to a friend's place or they would, go to a neighborhood party or a block party, by the time they would come home, the furniture would all be rearranged. And I'd hear about it the next morning. It must have been Joanna. Furniture is always being rearranged every time they go out. So I just felt that need to always shift and change energy. And I have been offered many times, and I do it for those people that are close to me and know my style and the homes that I've had and the apartments that I've had and the places that I've had. Decor was always a huge part of my just that beautiful sacred space that you can create. So I've been gifted many times to just be a part of that for people's space, help them create the sacred corners and help them create beauty and what is inspiring for them. So I do part-time hiring as a stylist, whether it's interior decor, whether it's personal design on the energy of how you want to present yourself, because we are each vessels of the heavens. We're here to present ourselves new and beautiful ways in every day. As we're moving through life transitions, as I found as a part-time stylist, part of my role was to inspire women to constantly tap into. I've also styled for men as well, because I did work for a clothing boutique that did have, high-end quality suits and work clothes for men. And so I have styled men as well. And I found that lots of fun. And so part of those life transitions, whether it be a sickness or an illness or a death or a new job or losing weight or gaining weight or, breast reduction, whatever that life transition is. And I've heard so many different stories from all the wonderful clients that I've ever dealt with, thousands of different stories of transitions. It's about bringing those new energies to life and using those chakra systems and using where are you at now, where would you like to go, constantly navigating and being that trajectory of life and color and sound and textures and fabrics and the depths that we have to play with, all that is creative, all that is honoring of what we're able to play with. And we're meant to play with the beautiful aspects of all life. We're meant to play with different colors and different feelings and really inspiring people to step outside their box, step outside their comfort zone is a big part of how we play and how we remember ourselves as children, like that crayon box. And so there are many times during the week that I don't wear makeup, and there's many, a couple of days where I do like to play with makeup because again, it's art and it's a part of my fun time and my joy and my playtime. So I'm going to show you a couple of beautiful things that I've been using over the last couple of years that I've really enjoyed as being a stylist, and how I feel really loving and honoring in my beauty and nourishing my beauty every day and being a part of daily beauty, daily self-care, and imagining my face and my skin and my organs and my cells becoming more youthful, calling in that light to nourish all parts of who I am. And so just a basic eye brush, just a basic shadow brush. I'm just going to show you stuff with my eyes right now. And the one that I'm currently working with is MAC. The thing I like about MAC is, and I use other products besides MAC, but this one that I found, it gives you the ability, they have sets of 2s and 3s that you can create your own shadows. Because I find out most often than not, when you're buying colors that come in packs, you only necessarily use 1 or 2. And so MAC, you can choose your best colors and then create it that way instead of buying a pack of 4 and you're only using 2. So you're really only paying for, you're paying for 4, but you only use 2. So that's what I like about MAC. And the one that I use most often, that I'm really having a lot of fun with, which I use around my eyes. And so I usually do a gold liner. And on my lid, I use gold and then a beautiful white silver on the highlight. And it's a gold color. It's really beautiful. And then I just touch it and dab it like that. And then I just go around the outline of my eye and then a touch on the lid. Just a few touches. And then I blend it in a bit. I haven't used this one yet. It is a pretty color, but it's a bit darker. So if I'm going out or using it as a shade, it just goes on the outer creases, just as a bit of a darker, but it is really pretty. That is a bit more dramatic look. During the day, I like the gold. And I use a gold eyeliner. It's one of my favorite. They're not expensive products at all. This is from Annabelle. And it's an Annabelle gold. And I have many, many, many of these. And then I use the gold liner and then I touch it again with the gold shadow, just little dots, just little tiny. And so the gold liner and then the gold shadow. And then this is another one that I found that I really like. It's called Pixie by Petra. And I bought this one at Shoppers Drug Mart. And it's got lots of beautiful glitter colors. And so I usually just use these two. Usually if I'm using a darker shadow, I'll use this one, which is a darker. And then I just tapping it in the light. Along the lid, the light little bar. Just tiny little glitters. Some of them are bigger glitters and some of them are smaller glitters. I remember when my kids were really young and we always used to do artwork. I always used to buy everything in the glitter bottles and little glitter glue, and I would always be like, "Oh, more glitter! More glitter! Where's the glitter glue?" So I would be the mommy in the room that would have more glitter. And then I do my my highlighting area in just a beautiful white silver, just to bring it a bit of a highlight. And then my cheeks are just a normal foundation color, and I use for my lips. I love just like a little light brown. I do have a matte gloss that I use as well, and it's a gold gloss. It is really pretty. It's really pretty. But this is the one I love the most, and the really nice lip gloss. It's the one I'm wearing right now, and it's they come in little packs of 3, and they usually can buy them at Winners or Marshalls, and they usually come around Christmas time. So the next time I see them at Christmas, I'm going to buy a couple packs because I can't find them now, and I'm going to have to order them online. It's called Profusion, and they're just little tiny glitter glosses, and they come in different versions and different colors. This one is a bit more. This is the Revolution glitter, and it's just, I prefer the light gold and bronzy colors. Light bronzy colors, and they're just really tiny, really tiny. So you can just stick them in your pocket. And sometimes I don't have a purse. I just stick them in my pocket. And this is the most recent one. It's called Oh My Gloss. Oh My Gloss. And it's a plumper. And so it's just a little bit of a light gold glitter gloss. And that one is the newest one that I'm using, is by Rimmel. I don't use a lot of Rimmel products, but I do like this one. And so yeah, that's kind of fun. And I just like the light and the gold and the just kind of the, you know, the beautiful soft and goldy hues and sun-kissed hues. That's what I've been working with a lot lately. And if I do go out, I use just a bit of the darker shade. And so yeah, that's been fun to share some of my my simple beauty tips with you. I love playing with textures and colors, and I love inspiring women to own who they are at every age, at every stage, and know that you're meant to wear and work with all colors. You're meant to wear and work with all fabrics and styles and patterns. I remember being a stylist. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, well, I'm a winter and I'm a summer, because years and years ago, back in the 80s and 90s, when women would start to learn and understand color, we were taught this system of being a winter color and a summer color, and those are the only colors you're meant to wear. But those are only templates. And my goodness, we're meant to wear all colors. We're meant to wear all fabrics and textures. And there's many times that I've been a stylist where someone would come in for styling help and advice, and they would say that they're a winter, and then we'd have to break that box and boundary and step outside. And they would end up walking away with colors of the rainbow, textures of things they never thought they could wear or would wear, and styles and all of those things that were meant to just embrace our bodies and embrace how we feel and embrace how we look. And so that's a gift of mine that I'll always inspire, no matter what age. And playing, I was always, as a kid too, a teenager, I would always, call my friends over and play, and we would do our hair. We would just have fun being feminine. We would have fun being in glory of ourselves and just play. And so I inspire everyone just to have those play times a couple of times a week, if not every day, just allowing yourself to feel beautiful with or without product. You can always have a day without makeup and use beautiful, nourishing spa products to nourish your skin and to bathe your skin from the inside out. Lots of water and cucumber water and lemon water and beautiful herbal essence tonics. All of those are ways that you nourish and beautify who you are. Allowing yourself to feel like a goddess again, being a positive role model, so that allowing your body to be absolutely all that it is in its weight, in its textures, and its shape. We've been so hard on ourselves throughout all time, women, how we're meant to look, how we're supposed to look, how we've been told we should look, breaking all of those conformities. Know that you can wear tank tops. Doesn't matter if you have a little jiggle. Embrace your body in how it looks, in all of its shape, in all of its glory, in all of the scars that you carry. I have my scar right here from my Pleiadian heart chakra alignment that happened to me when I was about 5. I had it adjusted, and it's a scar that had remained because it was an agreement that I had to ask about it later on down the road when I was ready to hear and remember who I was. And so we do things like that, and we always have those connections with our star families to embrace who we are. Before I was awake, I had seen many dermatologists to have it changed to equal my skin color, because it was always self-conscious about it. But I later, after my awakening, I later became really proud, because it was a mark of, a beautiful, loving, unconditional loving family that is always with me. They're always with me in times of need. They're always with me, watching me, side by side with me. And if I need anything in my health, in my body, to maintain my highest and greatest good, God and my teams and my higher self is right there. Let's get with it right away. She needs help. So that's how much you're loved. And I was thinking this morning as I was having breakfast and I was doing my journaling, and I was listening to the last 5 minutes of my last video, which was really profound. I was kind of off the cuff when I offered it, but it was one of those moments that I offered myself in deep healing, and it brought tears to my eyes, because I remembered, like many other children who were told and shown things, and knowing in your heart that it was deceitful, but you chose to change and alter who you were to suit another person's truth, which was deceit. And that's how corruption creates. Being okay with the normality and the conforming to corruption, the conforming to lower vibrating systems, or conforming to how women should and should not look and feel in their own bodies without defining it themselves. All of these things are the traditions and the roles and the opposing energies that you're now defining yourself by, to truly claim and be in your own spirit and your own light and your own soul, and have yourself empowered in that. Be empowered to love all that you are. Be empowered to feel good regardless of what your body is moving through. Process of ascension will have us moving in different directions and have our body changing in many ways. And you're meant to love and embrace yourself at every phase, at every age, and every notch and number on the scale. Choose not to define yourself by weight. Choose not to define yourself by age. And so too your life will be. Remember, we're releasing time. So all of those things are kind of superfluous to who you are as a divine wise soul, when you're harmonizing the aspects of your soul that are eons rich. And so just allow that. That's a beautiful experience, that you get to love about yourself and honor about yourself and express yourself in new ways. the creative expression, whether it be through creative makeup, whether it be through self-care, whether it be through spa days, at-home spa days, however it is that you allow yourself to feel beautiful in the daily self-care that you take, is so important. And it's a part of your creative expression to heal the timelines and the wounds for all divine feminine, or even if in your masculine body, feeling your divine feminine energy. Pay attention to your intuition, so that when you're told that something doesn't matter, but it matters to you, that you have the voice and the strength and the purpose and the creativity to stand and know what is truth for you, know what is beauty for you. And that is you having your own spirit's back. And that's why you don't need anybody but you and spirit. The alliance with spirit and the alliance with light is all that you will ever need through time. And as time drops away, you become spirit itself. So you're redefining life in all new ways, and it's really, really exciting. So thank you, dear lighted ones. I hope that you've enjoyed this short little session of 5D beauty, being rich within your soul. Feel within your inner vibration before creating those self-care treatments, and then modify your self-care treatments with how you want to feel, what trajectory do you want yourself to feel within, what colors do you want to work with. Give yourself permission to play with different color palettes. Give yourself permission to play with different fabrics and textures and styles, and take yourself outside the box, because it changes up your energy. It changes up the aura. It changes and reminds you how to play like a little kid again. And that is the divine sacred child, is remembering all that you are and feeling that creative expansion to play in many different ways. And that's just one example. So thank you, dear lighted ones. I hope you've enjoyed this, and we love you so very much. Bye, everybody.